Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook. Puppet Master is weak. Have you ever heard of Pain's 6 Ways? Chapter 26. College Entrance Examination Achievement Task. The final reward turned out to be new. Golem making template. Quote. This. Quote. Quote. Yi Heng looked at the system achievement task refreshed in front of him, and his eyes suddenly lit up. Then my heart was filled with deep joy. This is a new puppet crafting template. You know, the reason why he is currently able to surpass his peers so much is entirely because it has a production template for Pain's 6 Ways. And wait until all the subsequent Pain's 6 Dao are made. Then it means that he can no longer improve, and now this sudden refresh gave him more options. As long as you can get good results in the college entrance examination, then you can get a new puppet template. Although I don't know what kind of template can be obtained in the end, but from the perspective of the system introduction, as long as if the college entrance examination performance is excellent, then the template will definitely not be bad, and it will not lose to Pain's 6 Dao. It will even be stronger than Pain's 6 Dao. If you can get some extremely powerful puppet templates, then it is developed. Thinking of this, Yi Heng suddenly set the college entrance examination 20 days later as something that must be performed well. The college entrance examination must be hard. Since it is to get the best performance, then even if it is compared with people all over the country. Quote. Nationwide. Talents. You have to pick up your spirits. Quote. Yi Heng is not arrogant, although his own strength is far stronger than people of the same age, but it is better to be careful, after all. Be careful to sail the 10,000-year-old ship. Right now, in order to be rewarded with the best possible achievement of the task, he has made up his mind. In the more than 20 days before the college entrance examination, he still tried his best to receive the commission of the Black Dragon Guild, so as to collect more copy materials and prepare for the future production of the Beast Dao and the Heavenly Dao. This is no longer something to prepare for in the future, but something to plan for now. Time passed quickly, and now more than 10 days had passed since Yi Heng successfully controlled the 4th order copy. The college entrance examination is also getting closer and closer, and students from surrounding academies are anxiously forming teams to clear copies. Occasionally idle, Yi Heng would also take Tang Xiu over the copy, but now it is getting closer and closer as time goes. Yi Heng still thinks that it is better to let him make his own judgment, after all, stay by his side. I can't learn any combat experience at all, and I just lie flat all the way. At the same time, Yi Heng also received the last 4th level entrusted task refreshed by the Black Dragon Guild this month, and when thousands of onlookers rushed to their destination, they cried bitterly, hugged their heads, and felt that they were about to die. Above his head suddenly descended 4 godlike figures, all dressed in the uniforms of the Shao organization, their eyes numb and lifeless. It makes people feel like they're looking at ants. Poof. A huge sound came, and after Yi Heng successfully disposed of the monster that needed to be dealt with this time, there was a shock around him. There were also exclamations, and their eyes all focused on Yi Heng. There was no doubt that they were shocked that Yi Heng was able to handle this entrusted task so easily and look so young. When you are as old as the other party, shouldn't you all go to school in the academy? How can you have such strong strength? For the puzzlement of these surrounding people, Yi Heng was not interested in explaining, but took out the collection from his pocket and began to check who the person who had just sent him the message was, and he was looking at the message on his mobile phone. Yi Heng was overjoyed. Back in the guild, I have already found all the 5th order materials you need. Closing square bracket. Yi Heng looked at the message that popped up on his mobile phone, and his heart was suddenly happy. Finally, he asked the other party to collect the materials used to make the animal road and finally found them all on the eve of the college entrance examination. If the other party is a few days slower, estimate, he won't be able to catch up. At the moment, the time is just right. There are just a few days left to familiarize yourself with how to operate the Beast Road, and you can also perform better in the college entrance examination. Thinking of this, Yi Heng immediately turned around and returned to the Black Dragon Guild. After getting all the materials he needed, Yi Heng also immediately returned home without stopping. I couldn't help but start making the animal road. After, to his bedroom, Yi Heng first threw all the coats he was wearing on the bed, then sat on the edge of the bed and clicked on the production panel of the animal road. Pain's 6 Paths. Beast Road current template materials gathering progress, 0%. Production necessary materials. 5th Order Warcraft Core, a large number of monster corpses, energy gathering formation, 3-headed hellhound's head, poisonous centipedes 10,000 feet, iron-eating beast torso, giant beaked bird's eyes, stealth lizard skin. Opening square bracket. After successful manufacturing, the host will inherit all of the reincarnation eye abilities of Beast Dao Pain. Close black lens bracket. ... So much material. If I relied on myself alone, it was estimated that I would be able to enter the 5th Order copy. It probably will take a lot of time. Quote. Yi Heng's heart suddenly trembled after clicking on the production panel of the Animal Road and seeing the necessary materials for production. With so many materials, if he is thrown to solve it himself, it is estimated that it will take the year of the monkey. But now, after getting rid of Binglangson, it was less than 10 days, and it was all packed. Efficiency is definitely not to say. As for letting go of a 4th Order copy, that doesn't matter. That doesn't care at all. He doesn't look at this alliance coin at all. Wait until the Beast Road is successfully produced. It will definitely bring him more benefits, and at that time, he will be even less able to see the control of this 4th Order copy. Put all the materials in and get ready to make. Quote. Yi Heng did not hesitate, and after clicking on the Beast Road crafting panel, he directly put all the materials he had just obtained from Binglangson, and watched the progress of the template materials reach 100%. The system also pops up the last 2 minutes of countdown. As time passed, a light mass flashed in front of Yi Heng, and when the brilliance dissipated, a girl with short orange hair appeared in the bedroom. Her appearance was more neutral, and she mixed into the current Pain team. It may be a little inconspicuous, but everyone who has seen Naruto knows it. The Beast Road has an important role in connecting Pain's attack and defense, so to speak. The Pain 6 Dao with the Beast Road and the Pain 6 Dao without the Beast Road are completely two teams. Puppet Master is weak. Have you ever heard of Pain's 6 ways? 27. Puppet Master is weak. Have you ever heard of Pain's 6 ways? Chapter 27. Finally, the Animal Road was successfully made. My combat effectiveness will be greatly improved now. Yi Heng looked at the Beast Road that was made in front of him. His eyes could not hide his excitement. With her various psychic techniques, the future battle will be more exciting, which is exciting. Open black lens bracket. Ding dong. Congratulations to the host for successfully crafting the Animal Dao, which will automatically fuse a part of the reincarnation eye power. Close black lens bracket. ... Soon, after Yi Heng successfully made the Beast Dao, a hint about the system flashed in front of his eyes again, and it was another part of the reincarnation eye ability. As long as he can continue to make heavenly Dao Pain, then he himself is equivalent to having a pair of reincarnation eyes. Although it doesn't, the art of reincarnation, and the right to summon the 6 golems. But something is better than nothing. In the future, even if there are only Pain 6 Dao, it will completely allow Yi Heng to dominate among the professionals of the same rank. But for those who have the system, obviously, Yi Heng will not have an end at all, and all the pauses are just a follow-up to a better outbreak. Let's see how the data panel of the Animal Road is now. Maybe it can surprise me. Quote. Yi Heng simply admired the Beast Dao for a while, as well as the reincarnation eye power he had just acquired, and then focused all his attention on the data panel in his mind. Golem. Beast Road Pain. Strength, 400. Agility, 300. Stamina, 400. Wisdom, 2150. Skill, 10,000 snakes. Psychic 10,000 snakes controlled by the Eye of Reincarnation. Amplification psychic technique. Psychic objects are given conditions such as, multiply as soon as they are attacked, and once this condition is met, they will launch the proliferation technique. Psychic technique Hell Crab can cast water escape foam chaos to spit out a foam gun from the mouth. Shuadao foam chaos. The summoned crab spits out a large amount of foam, which can instantly turn the surrounding area into a sea of foam. It can play a cleansing role. Use it to deal with ninjutsu such as oil and flame, and also remove the negative effects of such ninjutsu, which can make the opponent's previously developed strategy also lose its effect. Psychic arts. Chameleon can make the swallowed person transparent to achieve the effect of invisibility. Psychic. Cerberus, a multi-headed dog with amplified psychic abilities that grows into a multi-headed dog that splits when attacked, increasing the number of Cerberus until the animal road is knocked down and lifted. Psychic art. Stone panda. Closing square bracket. Advanced conditions. 6th Order Warcraft Core, 3-headed Hellhound's Head X500, Mutated Poisonous Centipede X500, Fine Iron-Eating Beast Torso X100, Giant Beaked Bird's Eyes X400, Stealth Lizard Skin X400 PS. After progressing, the 4-dimensional attributes will be improved, but the shape and skills will not change. PS. The puppet template made with this system has 2 male and female animal paths and all psychic beasts. Eileen. Can psychic beasts produce all psychic beasts? Doesn't that mean that the female animal path I made can also channel the psychic beast of the male animal path? Cool. After Yi Heng carefully checked and learned that the female animal path he had just made could actually channel the psychic beast of the male animal life path in the original work, my heart suddenly began to rise to ecstasy. Isn't this equivalent to directly making the male animal road and the female animal road? Refreshing. After thinking clearly about the cause and effect, Yi Heng's heart was even more ecstatic. This time he was considered to have received a huge improvement. So many psychic beasts, with the rest of pain. Once a fight breaks out, it's definitely an outbreak. It will make those who are enemies of Yi Heng at a loss. And this is just the beginning. When this college entrance examination is over, he can still get a new puppet making panel. Maybe he can get more power at that time. You must get the highest score in the college entrance examination. I have to get the highest reward for this achievement mission. After Yi Heng quietly received all the 5 pain standing in front of him with the storage rings in his hand, he began to plan in his heart for the college entrance examination in a few days. According to his memory, the college entrance examination in this world is divided into 2 parts, the teacher's assessment and the alchemy tower. The scores of the 2 parts are added together to the final college entrance examination total score, that is, the total evaluation. The only thing that is a little different is, if the teacher does not meet the standards during the assessment, he will not be allowed to enter the demon refining tower for trials. Yi Heng already knew this. So his own plan is, whether it was the academy assessment or the alchemy tower, all of them were turned upside down, and the scores of both parts were pulled to the highest value. Thinking of this, Yi Heng smiled with satisfaction. In this college entrance examination, he is ready to show all his strength, and then see how far he can get to it. A few days later, the college entrance examination arrived as scheduled. The entire Qinglong city has also set up dozens of examination rooms one after another, leaving it for the teacher to conduct the examination and finally assess the alchemy tower. It is located in the center of the city, where a huge minaret stands and is surrounded by a constant amount of magic. The selection method used in this college entrance examination is the same as before, that is, to see the sum of the scores obtained in the 2 parts of the teacher's assessment and the refining tower. If you want to get good grades, you can't leave one of these 2 parts behind. Dude, I didn't expect you to take the college entrance examination after being guaranteed. Do you want to gloat? Tang Xiu and Yi Hengyan mistakenly went to the same place for teacher assessment, so the 2 also chatted idly on the car to their destination. Gloating. My psychology is not so perverted. Quote. This time I took the college entrance examination just to be able to get a full score. Yi Heng was not prepared to hide it, what should be done, and did not care about the eyes of the people around him. Poof. Dude, what are you thinking? Full score, this kind of thing has never been done even in the history of wuxia. The teacher's assessment is good to say, as long as you are skilled and in place with the career template, then basically it is a high score, and even a full score is not impossible. But the Demon Alchemy Tower, you definitely can't get a perfect score, because the top floor of the Demon Refining Tower is a monster with a 5th order copy. At this point in time, how can a normal person have the strength to confront a 5th order monster? I look at you, don't say it's a full score this time, even reaching the top 10 is a little dangerous. While Tang Xiu explained the matter of the refining demon tower, her beautiful eyes never moved away from Yi Heng's face, and her face was always smiling. This scene made Yi Heng suddenly feel uncomfortable, and secretly said in his heart, whether his sister had bumped into an evil spirit, how could he suddenly be so good to him? Puppet Master is weak. Have you ever heard of Pain's 6 ways? 28. Puppet Master is weak. Have you ever heard of pain's 6 ways? Chapter 28. Top 10 in the college entrance examination. This is also too underestimating me. I now have 5 pains, as long as it is not for me to face the demon tide directly, or face the monster that is far more powerful than the current one. I have the power to fight. After listening to Tang Xiu's words, although Yi Heng did not refute it in person, he still did not agree with the other party's statement in his heart. The reason why he chose to take the college entrance examination today is to achieve the peak. As for what top 10, none of the first 100 matter. Even for Yi Heng now, even if he comes to the first place, it is meaningless if the score is not full. In order to be able to get the best reward in the achievement mission, he will do his best. In the kung fu that Tang Xiu and Yi Heng were chatting about, the two of them also quickly arrived at the place where the next teacher assessment. Although there is still half an hour before the actual start of the exam, the venue is already overcrowded. People are next to each other, and you can't see the head when you look in from the outside. There was also a constant sound of discussion in my ears. Have you heard? The competition in this college entrance examination has never been fiercer. Many descendants of the door did not choose to enter the university directly, but chose to participate in this college entrance examination. What? Does that mean I'm going to drop a few places in the ranking? Nima, these people who have been guaranteed, why don't they honestly enjoy life and choose to participate in this college entrance examination? What are you thinking? Even if they don't take the college entrance examination this time, the place can be regarded as being occupied in advance, and your ranking has dropped a few places since it started. Quote. I heard that this demon refining tower was opened here in Qinglong City, which means that all the students who have passed the teacher's assessment in the surrounding cities will come. Here we are. Shish, just thinking about it is very exciting. I don't know what will happen next. Quote. Yi Heng and Tang Xiu were close together, waiting for the next assessment to begin, and even during this time, Yi Heng was also not idle. He first listened to the chats of everyone around him, and at the same time began to silently sum up in his heart, and then what steps he needed to do if he wanted to get a full score in the assessment. The second part of the demon refining tower, don't think about it first. As far as the current teacher assessment is concerned, if you want to get a full score, you must meet 2 of the following scoring points. Quote. 1. Powerful hidden career template. 2. Whether you have the ability to leapfrog challenges. 3. Defeat the college entrance examination examiner. There is no doubt that the puppeteer template will definitely not be listed as a powerful hidden career template, so next, I have to show my ability to challenge beyond the ladder and beat the examiner. Quote. Quote. Yi Heng silently began to sum up in his heart. He did not have a strong career template in the first place, that is, the next teacher assessment. He has to beat the examiner, and he has to win. Let everyone with discerning eyes see that Yi Ming has the ability to leapfrog the challenge. Thinking of this, Yi Heng suddenly felt a hint of fun. After all, the college entrance examination examiners are all high-quality graduates who graduated from various colleges and universities, and the rank has come to the 4th order. However, its own strength is also stronger than that of ordinary 4th order professionals. To defeat them, it is estimated that it will take some effort. You have to win this round. Immediately afterwards, preparations began for the next demon refining tower. Yi Heng was full of confidence in his heart. If none of the 5 pain he had could get a full score in this college entrance examination, then no one would be able to get a full score. During the time that Yi Heng and Tang Xiu were waiting in place, the time for the teacher's assessment was getting closer and closer, and soon several college teachers in formal clothes hurriedly came to the assessment venue with the points class. After letting the candidates move towards the rear, the teacher in charge of this assessment also strode up. He himself is an excellent graduate of Hangzhou Middle School, just over 25 years old, with smart hair and very spirited dress. Hello everyone, I am the teacher in charge of everyone's assessment this time, and my name is Wang Long. Currently a 4th order professional, the class template is Earth Knight. In the next battle, everyone just needs to fight with all their strength, don't worry about my problems. Wang Long faced forward, and after introducing himself generously, he was ready to start the assessment, and at this moment, all the surrounding students began to get nervous. Speaking of which, they are currently conducting the college entrance examination, which is also the most rigorous and difficult exam in their lives. But a higher test score will bring different results. This made everyone around start to take it seriously. First place, Changfeng. Soon, Wang Long began to roll call according to the names on the list of candidates, and as his words fell, a young man who looked a little thin walked up. Immediately after that, the battle was on the verge of breaking out. After the crowd standing in the audience saw the battle begin, they stretched their necks and began to evaluate the battle of Wang Long and Changfeng. Shish, this peak rider is really ruthless. He has actually cultivated the level to 15th level in such a short time. This is estimated to add a lot of points. It's a little scary, although this teacher Wang Long looks quiet, but once he fights, he is just like a reckless man, but anyone who is a little unrefined about his career template will suffer a loss. Look, Changfeng didn't seem to be able to do it anymore, and after being pushed by teacher Wang Long, he flew out directly upside down. Directly thrown out. This Nima is also too fierce. If I go up, I will be cut off. How can I fight? The other party is a fourth-order professional. Even if you release water, you are a fourth-order professional. I kind of get it. The teacher's assessment is completely looking for abuse. I originally thought that I could have a 5-5 with the assessment teacher before I came, but now, forget it. In less than a minute on the field, Changfeng has already lost. If it were me, I am afraid that I would not have just gone up and come down. How to fight. ... Just after Changfeng walked off the field with a gray face, everyone present also had a general assessment of Wang Long's strength, and also had a clear understanding of their own strength. In this case, don't think. It's good to fight with the other party and protect yourself from getting hurt. And just when everyone gathered around and chatted about how the next few people will be on the field, Wang Long also shouted Yi Heng's name. Puppet Master is weak. Have you ever heard of Pain's 6 ways? 29. Puppet Master is weak. Have you ever heard of Pain's 6 ways? Chapter 29. Good Examiner. After Yi Heng heard that the examiner had reported his name, he did not continue to stand in place, but strode up. Hello, classmate. Yi didn't expect that your template of fusing the Puppet Master would actually choose to participate in this college entrance examination. It's courage. Wang Long first glanced at Yi Heng, who was walking towards him in front of him, and then said lightly, to be honest, he was a little confused why Yi Heng, who had fused the puppeteer template, actually chose to participate in this year's college entrance examination. It stands to reason. The other party should already be waiting at home for the state-issued professional certificate and preparing to engage in civilian work in the rear. But, after all, this is Yi Heng's choice, and what to do is completely the other party's freedom. I have no reason to object. Instructor Wang, before the assessment begins, I still want to remind you that my plan for this assessment is to get full marks. Let's just say it's going to start. Or please take back your contemptuous attitude. After Yi Heng heard Wang Long's words, he did not feel strange in his heart, but kindly reminded him. After all, the power he now possesses is far stronger than that of a fourth-order professional. After the assessment, he will definitely show great strength and let him get as full marks as possible. Full marks on the assessment. No kidding, right? When Wang Long learned that Yi Heng actually wanted to get a full score in this assessment, he suddenly felt a little cloudy in his heart. What kind of joke? But if you want to get a full score in the assessment, you must meet 2 of the 3 conditions. The first of them has a very strong career template, which Yi Heng has directly been ruled out, and the next 2 points are to show the ability to fight beyond the ranks, and to be able to defeat him. These 2 points are not only 2 things, but they are currently impossible to do. At this moment, the many students standing around and watching also began to discuss after hearing what Yi Heng said. What the hell? Do you know who this person really is? Why is there such a big breath? I don't know. The puppeteer can get a full score in the teacher's assessment. Even if you look at it in the whole of wuxia, there is absolutely no example. Outrageous. What the hell is he thinking? If he can beat the examiner and get a perfect score, then I will eat live today. Grass. I still don't believe it today. This person can really get full marks. It's arrogant. It stands to reason that no matter what aspect he comes from, he can't get a full score in this teacher assessment. In the analysis of the students, Yi Heng also officially walked to the competition table, and then he released all 5 panes that he had hidden in the storage ring, only listening to a crisp sound. In front of Yi Heng, 5 weirdos, wearing the uniform of the Shao organization, and their eyes showed terrifying purple ripples. All of them showed contempt, making people shudder just by looking at them. 5 puppets. It's only been a few days, and the old brother has already been able to control 5 puppets at the same time. Tang Xiu, who was standing under the stage, suddenly had a shocked look on his face after seeing that Yi Heng had actually directly released 5 puppets. It stands to reason that it is possible to manipulate 5 puppets at the same time. That meant that Yi Heng's own wisdom points had reached an unimaginable level. Of course not in a joke, examiner. I already reminded you. After Yi Heng took out all 5 pain from the storage ring, he controlled the Asura Dao in it and rushed forward, and with the rocket under his feet to accelerate, a large number of metal iron hooks suddenly appeared in his arm. After letting people see it, they only feel a chill on the back of their neck. Because this speed is too fast, ordinary people can't react at all, and even Wang Long on the test bench quickly raised his shield and blocked in front of him. Only listening to a huge crisp sound, Wang Long's whole person was actually beaten to the ground and took a few steps back. After that, he looked at the Asura Dao in front of him with a shocked face. What a lot of strength. This puppet power attribute must have exceeded 500. Just almost knocked me out. This person named Yi Heng is not lying, he really has the strength to defeat me. Wang Long silently weighed the strength of the attack he had just attacked in his heart. After discovering that he actually far exceeded the attributes of a second-order professional, he couldn't help but start to get serious. With such a high attribute point, if he is not serious, then his people will be lost. A fourth-order professional was actually defeated by a second-order professional. If it gets out, don't be laughed to death by your peers. Therefore, Wang Long also immediately changed all his best equipment from the storage ring, and almost instantly, Wang Long reached his peak state. I grasp. Did you see it? The instructor was actually serious. Put on the best gear. Horror. Wouldn't it? This person can really defeat the instructors. I can be regarded as an eye-opener today, it's just outrageous. Yukai, the speed of that puppet just now was too fast, and the power actually made the instructor fly out backwards with one punch. It's scary. It's like a monster. Quote, when did our Qinglong city come out with such a strong existence? Quote. Quote. Just after Yi Heng knocked Wang Long out, the faces of all the onlookers instantly became shocked. What kind of joke, it was actually able to bring such a terrifying effect with one punch. Then if both sides go all out, wouldn't it be possible to blow the whole site out? Terror. It's terrifying. The performance just now. You've proven that you have the ability to jump through the ranks, but it's still very difficult to get a perfect score. Wang Long's face also became serious after changing into his best equipment, but he was surprised to find that the 5 pain standing in front of him seemed to come to life. The flexibility makes it instantly amazing. At this moment, whether it is sensitivity or cooperation, it is no different from ordinary people, and it can even be said to be more outstanding. That is to say, if anyone wants to fight Yi Heng, it will be besieged by 5 people. Simply eccentric. Anyway, dispose of one first. Light of the earth. Wang Long held his shield in his hand and launched the strongest attack in Yi Heng's direction, accompanied by a violent shaking of the ground, and then a large amount of golden light shot out from the gap, and these golden rays soon converged into a huge beam. Shot forward, and just when Wang Long thought that this attack would definitely be able to take a pain away, the extremely honest hungry ghost who was standing beside him slowly raised his arm. The seal that could devour energy appeared instantly, and the attacks gathered by the King Dragon were devoured almost instantly. The attack was devoured. How the hell is this done? Before Wang Long could react, the human Dao standing behind him, as well as the Hell Dao, rushed to his side at the same time, and although he resisted vigorously, he was still touched by the Hell Dao. Then, in his line of sight, a huge statue of Yan Luo appeared. And it was in this panic that he was easily shot out by the Asura Dao, and until the end of the assessment, he didn't know how he was flown away. Although I don't know what happened just now. But Wang Long knew that he was definitely going to be embarrassed in the future, and as a college entrance examination instructor, he was actually defeated by a second-order professional or a student who fused the puppeteer template. Thinking of this, he suddenly felt that his face was dull. But think about it, if you meet someone like Yi Heng, losing can be considered reasonable. Shish, I read that right. Isn't the instructor already serious? How did you get sent flying out so easily? I depend, this is probably the only one who defeated the instructor in the exam. Nima, how the hell is this done? I'm already stupid, the second order defeated the fourth order. This is no longer a leapfrog challenge, but a perversion. There is no doubt that the sky will definitely change in the future. This Yi Heng is really too hanging, and it is likely to be his era in the future. Don't believe it. I think it must be the instructor who underestimated the enemy, otherwise it would be impossible to lose. Come on, didn't you see that of the 5 puppets owned by Yi Heng, one did not move from beginning to end? If both sides enter a death match, I feel that the instructor should not live more than 3 minutes. After seeing that Yi Heng actually defeated the instructor, everyone present immediately looked stupid, and was able to defeat the 4th order professional with the 2nd order career template. Yi Heng is definitely the first person in history, but if he does not fall in the future, he is definitely a leader in the history of China. Dude, he actually defeated the 4th order professional. Quote. Am I not mistaken? Tang Xiu's small mouth subconsciously widened. She originally thought that as long as she worked hard to cultivate, then she would be able to keep closing the distance between Yi Heng, but now she was wrong, and she was very naive. She actually thought, some things can be made up for with diligence. Puppet Master is weak. Have you ever heard of Pain's 6 ways? 30. Puppet Master is weak. Have you ever heard of Pain's 6 ways? Chapter 30. After successfully using Pain's 6 Dao to defeat the college entrance examination, Yi Heng did not stop and walked directly from the competition table. It stands to reason that he has met the requirements to get a full score in this assessment. Next, he only needs to get a full score in the Demon Refining Tower to be able to get the highest reward for this achievement task. Thinking of this, Yi Heng's heart suddenly began to get excited. As long as he can successfully get the best reward for this achievement mission, then he will be able to get new puppet crafting templates, and there will be more psychic beasts. These are the main ways for him to improve his strength in the future. Just after Yi Heng learned that the score obtained in the assessment just now was a full score, his heart suddenly felt a burst of joy, and he quietly waited in place for Tang Xiu's exam to end. About an hour passed, and Tang Xiu's assessment was officially over, although it did not directly beat the examiner like Yi Heng, but it was also very eye-catching. Many people in the audience couldn't help but start exclaiming. The final results are also very satisfactory, and if the performance in the Alchemy Tower is also good, then he will definitely be admitted to a top university in Wuxia. Let's go. After the exam of the Alchemy Tower, the identity of a high school student will be over. Quote. Yi Heng saw that Tang Xiu's side had also finished the exam, and did not choose how long to stay in place, and took her towards the direction of the refining tower. Now there is only the last stage left, and only the part of the refining demon tower needs to be fully scored. Then you will definitely be able to achieve the highest reward for this achievement mission. Didn't take a while. Yi Heng and Tang Xiu came directly to the vicinity of the demon refining tower. Different from the scene of the teacher assessing the crowds of people there, here were more parents sitting on both sides watching the examination process, or students who had already taken the exam once in the past. They were all watching with interest the scene coming from inside the demon refining tower. It can be seen that this assessment should be completely transparent in the process, without any suspicion of black box operation. Brother, when I finish the exam, I will wait for you at the entrance. After looking at the surrounding scenes, Tang Xiu silently took a deep breath in his heart and began to cheer himself up. Now it is the last part of the college entrance examination. In other words, the results of the next exam directly determine which school she can attend in the future. Don't be nervous, gather at this place then. Quote. Yi Heng took one last look at Tang Xiu, explained the location where the two would gather after the exam, and walked towards the demon refining tower in front of him alone. The entire alchemy tower looks like a huge minaret from the outside. It consists of 10 floors, and the overall look is very historical and layered. The 10-layer demon refining tower, the scoring standard is based on the speed of clearing the level and the number of layers that can eventually be climbed. The lowest level is the first order simple copy difficulty, and the highest level is the fifth order simple copy difficulty, which can be described as extremely high span. Now I have the Asura Dao with the highest 4-dimensional attribute in pain, and the four-dimensional attribute is only similar to the fourth-order monster, which still looks a little difficult. Quote. Although Yi Heng's own rank is only 2 ranks, to be honest. All the pain he possessed was enough to compete with ordinary fourth-order monsters even if he didn't use the power of the reincarnation eye. And this is also the reason why he wants to win full marks in the college entrance examination. Just as Yi Heng was standing in place, he suddenly saw that the crowd in front of him suddenly began to stir, and then a girl with white hair and a katana around her waist appeared in front of him. Before he could see what was going on, the crowd suddenly began to talk. All go. This time the demon refining tower can be regarded as very exciting. Even the eldest lady of the Bai family came to participate, and I heard others say that she is preparing to attack the 8th layer of the demon refining tower this time. 8th layer. That's a fourth-order monster. Can she really do it? Of course, otherwise what do you think is the reason why the Bai family has prospered so far? Their investment in the resources of outstanding juniors is simply staggering, and it is estimated that this eldest lady of the Bai family, Bai Ruhua's strength has reached at least the 3rd order. Quote. A 3rd order professional. I haven't graduated from high school yet, don't scare me. What am I scaring you for? Just now the teacher assessment you don't know. She got perfect marks. This time, as long as the demon refining tower rushed to the 5th layer, it would be stable in Beijing. Shish. The 5th layer can stabilize Qingbei, and the teacher assessment can actually have a full score. You're not joking. Quote. Yi Heng was also listening to the constant discussion in his ears while facing forward, after hearing that the girl who had just passed by in front of him actually got a full score in the academy assessment. His heart suddenly began to warm, and the requirements of the achievement tasks he refreshed before were very clear. That is, the brighter the performance in the college entrance examination, the better the reward you can get. This means that you want to get the highest reward. Then you must get the 1st place, or get a perfect score. If you say that you are in the same position as others, or score, the reward will definitely decrease. Thinking of this, Yi Heng suddenly had the idea of comparing the white picture in front of him. Then let's enter the demon refining tower directly now. Quote. Quote. Yi Heng silently memorized Bai Ruhua's name in his heart, and then walked towards the entrance of the demon refining tower in front of him alone, after the whole person entered. Suddenly he felt a sense of vertigo, and waited until the scene in front of him changed. He had already arrived at the 1st level of the demon refining tower, and the most common monster among his 1st-order copies appeared in front of him. Goblins. Most of them are half as tall, hideous-looking, holding crude wooden sticks, and they have just changed jobs, and people who have obtained career templates see them. There may be some horror, and some helplessness, but for Yi Heng, these monsters are simply a group of weak chickens. Without hesitation, Yi Heng directly took out all the pain from the intermediate storage ring, accompanied by a ding. The Asura Dao suddenly appeared in front of him. Animal Road. Roar. After seeing Yi Heng, all the goblins in front of him swung the wooden sticks in their hands and rushed forward, regardless of whether they had the strength to resist. Dash 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 dash. At the same time, the spectators in the surrounding stands also heard the scene in the refining tower one after another, and hundreds of examinees appeared on the big screen in front of them. Quote. Shish, I didn't expect my son to be able to go on TV. At that time, there were no such conditions. It's so intense. If this is to let me go in again, it is estimated that I will die of nervousness. I don't know who can get the highest score of the demon refining tower this time. In the past, it was an 8-layer refining tower, and I don't know who can climb the 8-layer refining tower this time. Why go after the 8-story demon refining tower? Isn't this the highest 10 floors? You should think about who will rush to the top. It's too hard at the top. It's hard for someone to rush to the top. While a few people were observing, the candidates who participated in the current round of refining towers were also injured one after another and left the refining tower. And as the number of people participating in this demon refining tower became smaller and smaller, the remaining people were even stronger, and their strength was far stronger than the eliminated people. Shish. This is called Li Bing. He is indeed a ruthless person. Just now he actually rushed directly through the 3rd layer of the demon refining tower. This famous university must not have to run. If he comes out, he will definitely lead the major schools to start robbing people. Stop thinking about it. It seems that people have already been escorted, and this time they came to participate in the demon refining tower just to make a name and test their strength. Quote. It's just more popular than dead. Who of my peers can do it without frowning through the 5th layer of the demon refining tower? Quote. Humanoid Tyrannosaurus. Don't look at that Li Bing, hurry up and look at Bairu Picturesque here. They have already rushed to the 4th layer. I heard that she got a full score in the teacher assessment, and then as long as she successfully rushed through the 5th layer, she would already be able to stabilize the Beiqing. Quote. Aha, how the hell do these big guys train on weekdays? Why is one stronger than the other? It's not as good as the Awakening career template Awakening at that time. If I could have their career template, it would certainly be no worse than them. After watching the situation coming from the other side of the demon refining tower, many students were jealous, some were indignant, and they thought that most of them were the best of the same age. It's all about the beginning awakens the chosen ones of a strong career template, and these people do not need a lot of effort to climb the peak and even reach the peak of life. And just as they were discussing, Yi Hang had just entered the demon refining tower, and it was he who had just entered, which immediately caused everyone around to start talking. Some people even rubbed their eyes in disbelief, unable to believe what they were seeing. You guys, look at Nima, that's a puppeteer. I grass, who just said you have a strong template, you can also be on the person you can too. How is this Nima so strong by relying on the puppeteer template? Quote. Are those few wearing uniforms on a red cloud and a black background a puppet or a human? Why are they able to speak and act so flexibly? I opened my eyes today, I just came in without a minute. The 1st layer, the 2nd layer, and the 3rd layer of the refining demon tower are directly passed in seconds. Monsters. Monster. Definitely a monster. Quote.